MrBeast saved an orphanage. Should we have a look?
There are 153 million orphans globally, and a huge portion of them don't even have access to electricity, water, or toilets. And as a part of our mission to make the world a better place, we will be supporting orphanages all around the world. We're kicking off this mission in Khayelitsha, South Africa, where we found an orphanage that needs our help immediately, or it faces the chance of getting shut down, which we can't let happen because it would severely impact the lives of hundreds of children. But the clock is ticking and we need to act fast to get these kids the same opportunity and basic necessities that me and you take for granted, and save the place that they call home.
I was originally born in South Africa. This is a beautiful country. The people over here are amazing, but it does have its problems. There's huge wealth disparity, and there are areas that are extremely...
So that reminds me of, I went to Kenya. I was lucky to go to Kenya once. And I stayed with a guy. I was dating his daughter at the time, and he'd basically built a lot of infrastructure around the little town in Kenya where he lived. And he helped fund an orphanage, and we got to go to the orphanage, and it was really cool. And seeing this picture like this, where you got like that split there, you got the wealth on the left hand side, and then the poverty on the right. It's literally how it was in Kenya as well. It's seeing is believing. It's really weird.
In the center of this crime and poverty-stricken township, there's a brave woman named Mama Rosie, who's risen above all odds and developed an orphanage called Bapuma Lele Children's Home.
I wonder what that means.
30 years ago, an abandoned baby was left on her doorstep. And Mama Rosie took that child in, and soon her reputation spread as someone with too much of a heart to turn any child away.
Bless her.
I started back then. I saved more than 5,330 children. Those
5,330 children saved, and she started 30 years ago.
children would be dead.
That's mental.
And what's tragic is that after all of Mama Rosie's perseverance, hard work, and daily struggle to get food and water to these kids, the Health and Safety Department has deemed the orphanage unfit to house these orphans and threatening to close it down.
What?
Oh, I was heartbroken. Where
I bet.
are children gonna go to? All the roofing is asbestos.
Ooh.
Asbestos was used to build the roofs of the Bapuma Lele orphanage because it's highly fire resistant and really affordable. But it's been made illegal as it's highly toxic, and exposure to these chemicals just through a simple breath can cause cancer and many other health problems.
That's crazy, you know, because we have the same. It's a similar thing over here in the UK. Anything that's asbestos is highly dangerous. You can't build with asbestos now. But if it exists, you're okay as long as you don't disturb it. You're not allowed to drill it, hit it, or break it up, basically, because that's when it becomes a problem. So to hear that the health and safety have said that the orphanage is done for because it's got an asbestos roof is interesting, because it sounds like they can't have it there at all. If that was over here, you'd be okay as long as you don't disturb it.
Every day it's a struggle, every day it's a fundraising. We don't have food, we don't have electricity, but we keep on opening the doors, knowing that maybe someone will come to our rescue, like peace.
These kids are absolutely amazing. I want them to have an opportunity to have a future where they're not going to be plagued by health problems and conditions like that. And it breaks my heart knowing that they are starting out from the time that they're infants or young children, and they're going to be exposed to all of the problems that this place has. That was all I needed to know about what was going on here, to know that we had to step in and remediate the problem.
We've made it our priority to ensure that Mama Rosie's legacy stays alive and continues to save thousands of children by rebuilding 12 homes over the next 6 months that will have electricity, toilets, and fresh running water. And in addition to this, we'll be subsidizing all the costs of living from staff to constant healthy foods for every child.
That's huge, man.
You have helped me so much. Thank you.
Oh, bless.
The sponsor of this video is a company that reached out to us and said they were super keen to help us in any way
wow.
they could. Electric E-Bikes is an awesome company full of incredible people. So much so that when we received the final cost of this project, it was much higher than we originally discussed. And they said no problem and doubled their payment for their sponsorship, which gave Darren and the team enough funds to rebuild these 12 houses. Electric E-Bikes are a great way to get around with clean energy. Check out their website and click the link in the description and buy their e-bikes so we can continue to do awesome projects like this with them. We want to continue to support Mama Rosie and these orphans for many years to come. So please click the donate button below the video or click the link in the description to purchase the merch that the kids themselves designed. We'll use all the money to help support Mama Rosie's orphanage and help her legacy lives on for many years to come. Also, massive shout out to Dan Bass, who recently joined the Beast Philanthropy team. He's going to be working on all our videos this year. He's an amazing YouTuber, and you should go subscribe to him down below.
It's taken us months to get to this point, but here's to the start of a healthier future for the thousands of kids that are going to pass through this orphanage, and to the hundreds of thousands of kids that we hope to help around the world over the next few years.
Crazy. Just like that, the roof's gone. That's the end. Okay. It's hard not to feel something because, like I say, when I was in Kenya, I went to this orphanage called Imani. And the kids there, they're just so pure, they're so innocent. And they've been dealt an awful, awful hand. And third world orphanages are just, they're horrible places because they just run on next to no budget. So I'm glad that Beast's doing that. I'm going to link the video in the description as always. If you go, if you want to donate to them, do it. Everybody should have the basic needs in life, you know. Shelter, food and water. It sucks that there's still today in 2023 and it doesn't exist for everybody.